Pod Squad? Damn, it feels good to see you. I'm talking to you right now. The one that sneaks off at work right now and smoking a cigarette behind your wife's back. You shouldn't even be doing that. And you're sitting outside getting paid to watch all it takes. Welcome in. I'm talking to you. And I'm Jerry Bo at Jerry Bo Sports on Twitter. Man, it feels good to be back in studio, recapping all the happenings of the weekend vibes, as they like to tell it. But before we can get there, I got to get to my man to my left-hand side at Aaron is Blitzed. Aaron Raybold, what's happening, brother?
What's up, man? It's a Monday. It's a new week. I'm excited. We had sports all weekend. We had playoffs kicking off. We got home opener today, Astros baseball. Thank you, Crystal, for the bits.
Crystal.
Starting off the week right. Good Lord.
Shout out to Crystal. What up, love?
I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to talk some nonsense and plenty of sports. Like I said, there was so much sports going on this weekend. I lost track. And I was trying to, if you follow me on Twitter, you saw all the food I freaking cooked. I was trying to do that and watch sports. It did not work out. I wasn't able to multitask that much.
That was all for Easter?
Yeah, that was all for my wife's family. They came over yesterday.
Wow.
Every single thing on that table I made by hand.
Goodness. 281-522-6336. If you want to get in, if you got anything, if something crazy happened at your family Easter, we want to know. We won't tell. Just call in. You could call in anonymous. Don't even tell us who you are. I don't have caller ID, actually, the name. Just call me. It'll tell me your area code. Just tell me what Aunt Sally did to someone at that damn Easter party. I want to know. Let me get over to Twitch and YouTube, give a couple of shout-outs here. I know who we got. Day One Donna, Crystal's in the house. Always One Team. Aggie Milkman, as always. What up, Skinny Money? With another, what did he give out, a sub before we went live?
I think he subbed himself.
Subbed himself. I appreciate
for 2
that.
months.
2
I'm
months.
talking about.
See, remember, it's like we knock on people's door. Like we were knocking on CC. Hey, it's time for that sub. Open up. And if you got a friend in there, get him to sub too. That's how we do it here. That's how we're going to grow this thing. And we really, really appreciate all the support you guys give us. But without further ado, I hate even using that. That shit's so played, right? Without further ado, let's get into the topic list and weekend cap. Weekend recap, or we're going to say weekend cap because there might be some things to cap on. Did you catch any of the new football league, USFL?
I watched, let's see, probably a total of 14 minutes.
Nice.
Between both Saturday and Sunday because, again, I had shit to do. I was spending time with my family on Saturday. My wife's family came over Sunday, so I was literally in the kitchen Sunday looking over the thing and then flipping back between Hawks Heat and then flipping back to flipping back to that, flipping over to golf, everything. So I probably maybe 18 minutes of all the games.
That's about 17 and a half more than me. I caught it for about 30. I wanted to catch more. I'm not even going to I just wanted to catch more. I just couldn't. I saw Twitter talking about Jeff Fisher's, what he was wearing. I had to catch it. I caught this boy with the backwards hat. Jeff Fisher looked like Weekend at Bernie's. Just when Bernie's just chilling. I was like, what happened to Jeff Fisher? Is he just trying to be extra cool now? I'm not sure what happened. I did catch, though, internet, is going to try to shine the light on what's good about this league. Those camera angles, let's get into some of these camera angles. You guys tell me what you think, and if you missed it, check this out. What would you think of this in the NFL?
If you get motion sickness, look away.
Listen, you can hear it.
That's helmet cam footage right there.
Drone.
Okay, this one's the drone. Okay.
Yeah, this one's the drone. It's a whole different. He's pointing at him and laughing at the dude that ain't gonna lie. It's a different angle. It's a whole different. It brings a whole different level to the way you view that. The way.
Oh yeah.
You can see Shea Patterson tripped over himself. It was shortly benched after that. But what is it? I'm in. NFL. Do your move.
Yes and no. I like it because it's the USFL. You need some gimmicks. You need some stuff to get people excited and stuff. Also, these guys aren't as fast as NFL guys. Everybody, and people don't realize this. Like, oh, well, yeah, and people do this all the time. They look at a college player like, oh, yeah, he's fast. He's really fast. Yeah, he's not NFL fast. Only 0.4% of them are NFL fast. And it takes a lot. And trust me, the difference between Joe Schmo me and college fast is lightning difference. The difference between college fast and pro fast is lightning difference. These guys are actually, some of them are so old, they're not even college fast anymore. So I don't know if you put a full sprinter on an NFL team out there, if he might not run down that drone, but get in the way of that drone real quick and break it or trip or something like that.
So you think someone's behind him manually doing this, or how do you?
Oh
think?
yeah, that's got it. There's got to be
So
somebody.
that's got to be a badass dude.
I don't know.
Like you got to be a badass with that drone.
Yeah.
Go get to this other one. How about the helmet cam? The one.
Yeah,
where
this is my favorite. This is what I'm excited about watching with them.
How about this, guys? Imagine this in the NFL. Interception. Gone.
Since then, I've really been in Canada. So to me, this is a blessing.
Can't catch me.
Last shot, last time that I could do is show what I got.
How do we feel about this?
I like it. I'm waiting to see. I want to see somebody get completely laid out.
Bow.
I want it on a wide receiver where he gets thrown into a window, turns, smash to the chest. Now, I don't want him to get hurt, but football's a violent sport. You watch it for the hits.
You want to see that thing spin, like his camera just go.
I just want to see him. I want to see a good sized corner or safety pick up a little slot receiver and just wham right on his back, and then all of a sudden you see him just laying there, and you can just see the blue sky above him.
I like it. This is where we are, though. Technology's moving way too fast, I think, right now. Look where we are now. What's it going to be in 20 years? If we're going to start getting these angles, get to the next one, though, because as long there's good angles, but then there was also other things like this.
Yeah, this is the Michigan Panthers. They played your Houston Gamblers, and this was when the game started getting not out of hand, but a little bit ridiculous, and they realized, I think, that they were outmatched.
Hey, you need to listen when I tell you.
Come
Why
here, boy.
you looking out, bro? I'm just talking. I'm just talking to you. Get out my face. Hey, you.
Drama. Get to the next. I think we got some more drama on this next slide. Is there or not? I might have not clipped it right. No, that's other drama we'll get to itself. But yeah, I mean, this is where we are. People are for it. I saw a weird number. So they're almost using the term bubble, right? Like they're playing at one location. 40,000 tickets were given or sold out is the term they use, the phrase given or sold out. Because I went back and read that and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Only 17,500 showed up Saturday night, and less Sunday.
There were probably about 50 people there Sunday.
And then one of the games was rained out that will be played today.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the so I was there for the Birmingham Bowl because they're hosting the entire season in Birmingham, Alabama, because hell, you got a startup league, you don't have a lot of money, screw it. Negotiate with one of these hotels or something like that. That way you're not paying travel for any of the players, you're not having to pay them, like, none of that, no buses, no none of that, because where they've set that up, that stadium is University of Alabama UAB Stadium. It's right there next to the hotels. There's a group of hotels. Like, think of, so in the Galleria, right there, like Westheimer and Sage, where all those hotels have popped up. You got that DoubleTree, you've got that Hyatt, you've got, like, all of those. Now, imagine, think about where the radio station is, West Alabama and Little York. Think about knocking out that entire block where the Casa do Brasil, all that stuff is, and putting in a giant football stadium, a 40,000 foot football stadium. And that's exactly how far you are, a block away. You literally you walk from your hotel to the stadium.
That's wild.
It was awesome. And
I
mean, hell, U of H did it. That was like when we were there with the bowl game. I had to walk there to set up at night, walk there the next morning to make sure all my stuff was good, and then when it came time for game time, I literally walked from my hotel room straight to the stadium, and the entire team was walking from the hotel room to the stadium. Skinny Money giving out subs to Eric.
Appreciate that, Skinny
Money.
And
Eric said, yeah, it's a really nice looking stadium. That stadium is nice. They just built it recently. It's not a bad setup, and there are plenty of worse places they could be playing right now. I guarantee.
Hey, I get it. And they had more viewers. The viewership was higher on their opening day, or on their kickoff opening. I don't want to say opening day like it's baseball. On their week one, however you want to phrase it, they were higher than the XFL's viewership, if that goes to tell you anything. So I don't know, is it because people did the XFL help them maybe? Are those XFL fans tuning in? Maybe that is also the case. Or is it people are just hungry for football just to keep going all year long? Whatever the case is, this is what you have here. And other things happenings this weekend. I don't know what, I want to get your take on this. If fans Kyrie came out after yesterday's game because this happened during the game, and he had to explain why he made this gesture.
Choice not to get vaccinated, not playing part-time, now full-time. But when he's been on the court, when he's played, he is one of the most electrifying players in the game.
Crying, signal,
Outstanding.
just threw the 2 middle fingers up behind his back to the fans. He came out, and just to paraphrase it, basically, if the fans are going to be effing me and screaming things at me, then I'm going to serve it back to them. Where do you start? Is he in the right for once on anything? Not for many things he's right on.
So he was a Boston Celtic. He flamed out. Boston has a bad taste in their mouth after it. I understand.
Super.
Boston fan. Every Northeast market. Boston, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, New York, freaking any of those markets up there. Jersey Devils, everybody up there. They are all savages. Literal savages, and they will not hesitate to just try to ruin anybody they don't like's day. So I don't really blame him for that. Now I want to point out, remember when he did that Uncle Drew movie?
Yeah.
And he had the old man makeup on to make him look old? He doesn't need it anymore.
He's starting to.
He looks real old. He looks like the real Uncle Drew.
And he's got like a lot of weird grays just coming in random spots in his hair. Like he's got.
Like he's getting up there. Like, and he's not even that old.
And you got to remember, he's fasting right now too. He's out here playing these games fasting.
Yeah. I mean,
Crazy game it was. Tatum.
He's 30 years old. He looks like he's 40. Easily 45 right there. This is taking a toll on him.
It's a lot that's happened.
Yeah.
Tatum hits the game winner at the buzzer. Mark Smart makes the smartest play. I don't even know, pun intended, but intelligent play you can. Passes up the open three. Keeps track of what time's on that clock. Has to. Enough to pass up that three, which he had to look at it. Pump fake. Boom. Now he gets past the defender. Now what do? Yeah. Tatum running across. The perfect pass. Tatum puts it in. Game.
Inside. Tatum spins and he puts it in. Celtics go up by 1.
Marcus Smart, check out, rewind.
Yeah, watch this entire exchange right here, because you got the ball right here.
He could have blasted it. You know, he was like, it's like there's no time. Like there was no time for any mistake there. It had to be just like that. Crazy, huh?
That play is so bang bang. I know they're professionals, and I know they do this all the time. I don't think they could recap that.
If you gave them
100 times in a row,
even if you start
it's only
counting
happening
in your head,
maybe twice.
It just happened to be enough time. They could have very well laid that in and not had time.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, to have a whole pump fake, put it down on the floor again, and then go like that. That's a long sequence. Boom. He makes that usually when they get past that first defender, they try to do a little teardrop, right? That boy said, I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna pass it to a guy that's cutting.
And credit to him, because they start to crowd towards him, and he went, all right, cool. I've got him pulling, so I've got Tatum starting to break free, and he knew all I need to do is just get it around that little curve right there, and he should be free. And he was. I mean, heads up to Marcus Smart. That was a great play by him. Celtics up 1.
Day One Donna saying such a douche. I think she's talking about Kyrie.
I mean, I'm not going to argue that he's a douchebag, but Boston fan is a douchebag.
Boston fans, they're pretty rough. I can tell you that right now. Boston fan is going to be pretty rough, and we're going to be pretty rough on Man Hold Up. It's a Man Hold Up Monday. Phone line's open for you. You already know, 281-522-6336. If you have any Man Hold Up moments that happen, this is what this show's built for you to be able to call in. There's not very many streams. You can just, boom, call in. Bam, call in. Tell us, Man Hold Up, this happened, because we got quite a few funnies, as we're going to call them. Man Hold Up. Let's get to that first one.
Where'd my mouse go? There it is.
Air Jesus. You get on a plane, you pay, and then this happens. You're up. These boys broke out instruments, started singing gospel. Praise. What do you do here? You paid.
Thanks for the 25 bits, Jared. Go ahead.
You pissed off?
I'll let you set this up.
No. I want you to go ahead. Go ahead. I will
say this. I will say this, because I did some investigating into it, because Somebody pointed out something on Twitter when they were, everybody wanted to just rip. If that was on my plane, I'd kick that dude's ass. No, you wouldn't.
No.
Shut the fuck up. There's an air marshal on there. You threaten any violence, that air marshal is going to sit on you. He's going to duct tape you to a seat, dumbass.
That's a little
You
much.
would not.
Yeah, it's a little much.
But I
going up
decided to
the-
go start looking into this because somebody pointed out there's no masks. You have to still have a mask on if you're flying in the U.S.
So right.
And I went and looked it up. This is actually a chartered flight. Those are all members of the same church. They're all members of the same worship group. They chartered a flight and they went to Ukraine to go start helping people.
They were going to Ukraine.
They're in Ukraine right now. So this is a church that everybody pulled it, like chipped in and stuff like that, and they paid a charter flight to get from there. So everybody always wanted to point out, big bald man right here in the front, but everybody on this flight knew what was going to happen. They kind of had the feeling like you're on a church mission. You're on a religious
Singing is encouraged.
Pilgrimage isn't the right thing, but you had to know the group you were with.
Singing is encouraged on these kind of retreats.
Yeah.
This is a retreat.
And guess what? For Old Man Old Man Baldy here,
Hit him
who
again.
looks all
What did
pissed
he
off,
do? Let me see. I didn't keep it.
Everybody's laughing at him, rolling his eyes. I'm gonna mute it because some of them are out of tune, and I don't like that out of tune singing. But everybody, like,
that one right there looks like, man.
you go back to and he's sitting there and he's like, man, I just want to go to sleep. Well, go to sleep. Buy AirPods. You know what? AirPods have that noise canceling feature now. Buy you some AirPods. That way you don't have to listen to them. Then you can close your eyes and go, guys, I'd rather be rested for the time we get overseas.
Headphones on from Jared. 315Q says, I'm a Christian, Catholic, but yeah, that's a hard pass for me. Get the hell out of here. But yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense if it was on a commercial flight.
If this is a commercial flight, no, we've got problems. That would be annoying as hell. But again, you're not gonna stand up and the flight attendants wouldn't let a dude stand up mid-flight and do this.
But you're right though. That's when you kind of give them the pep talk. You're in church retreat, so you got to be like super positive. You're like, hey man, that's a great song.
They did this on the bus during church camp and stuff. Like,
how about we save this energy to where we go where there's gonna be a war, and that's where we're going. Like, how about we save this energy, please? But I do like the song. Yeah. You got to be super positive. You got to be super positive. You got to join in on it. Say, all right, everyone, this is the last one, right? This is the last one, and you finish off the song. Let's keep going.
I mean, you're on a...
What man hold up are you going to hit him with? Investigations, we're done, though, here. If we didn't get those investigations, then we would...
That was what I had read from, I think it was it
but
TMZ,
it makes sense.
Maybe who had it?
The
That said
mask.
it was a chartered flight.
The mask says everything, though, what
yeah.
you said. That says everything, because you can't fly right now without a mask.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. Something's going on here.
I mean, I'll give them that because you're on a flight. Like, on a flight, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to do anything. I'm going to put my earphones in, and I'm going to close my eyes, or I'm going to watch a movie and then close my eyes. I'm not for it, but you know what? It was a church trip. Just like when they did it when I was in junior high and high school, when we had church retreats. On the bus, there was always the dude who had the guitar and was like, come on, everybody sing along. And I would literally put my old school, I had my Walkman with the freaking tape or the CD with the anti-skip that always skipped for some reason. Always had my earphones on, my head against the window, and just out. I can't sing along if I'm asleep.
Let me look at the people outside the window that I leave out on YouTube. My YouTube people, Carlos Castillo, Ben H, Ryan Reyna. What up, fam? Everyone over there hanging out on YouTube. If you can, go over to Twitch. But if not, hey, appreciate you kicking with us. We're not going to, no segregation. YouTube, Twitch, we're all going to get along. Let's do this. Let's get on to the next one. Oh, man, we talked about USFL. They have some strict rules, supposedly, about what can be done by these players because a lot of these guys aren't really like professional athletes right now. They're just kind of guys that are looking for a job or trying to find something. So maybe they're not as structured, let's say, as I look for a word. But this is a little far. Check this out, and this is a USFL player that got caught up.
John Peterson, personnel director.
What's up, man? Good morning, man.
Well, he crossed the line. So we had to deal with it.
This is very difficult for me as a head coach.
Turn it up a little bit.
That's Isaac going.
Okay, this is business, and you're a businessman. We all are, because that's the nature of the beast right now. But when I first talked to you guys on March 22nd, I had a handbook. I covered some items that were very important to me.
Line 46 addresses that. Any disrespect of football or members staff, USFL, hotel, etc., would not be tolerated.
And it's been brought to my attention that has occurred with you. So unfortunately, hear me out. Unfortunately, cost of doing business, I'm gonna have to let you go. Okay?
Cutting them.
I didn't think I did anything or said anything disrespectful. I can tell you what happened exactly.
Listen exactly what happened.
Right.
It's not important.
I don't know.
It's already happened.
Right.
It's already happened.
I didn't say anything disrespectful. He said, is that going to be a problem? I said, yes. That's it. And I walked away. I mean, I didn't think that was disrespectful. Me saying yes, I don't eat chicken salad. And I was like, is there another option? Walked in with pizza, and I was like, can I get a slice of pizza? He said no. I was like, he said, is that going to be a problem? I said, yes. That's all I said. I didn't say no cuss word, nothing. That's all I said. I promise you. No disrespectful on my dad's life. I promise you I didn't say nothing disrespectful besides yes.
And I appreciate you sharing that, but the matters, it's done. It's done. I appreciate you sharing that. But good luck.
Look, he just goes. He said, good luck.
Someone's feelings, hurt feelings, are a distant second to the greater good of the team. And we've moved on and turned that page, and I'm happy
It's
to be
bootleg ass Hard Knocks. Bootleg ass Hard Knocks. So the story, and if you couldn't really hear it or if you couldn't really understand what's going on, basically they get a menu that they're supposed to eat. It was chicken salad. He said he doesn't eat chicken salad. He watched the dude walk in, one of the employees with a pizza. He said, man, can I get some of that pizza? The guy said, no. Is that going to be a problem? And he said, yeah. And he said he walked off, and that was basically it. Now my question right there is, how was that question presented? Because he's making it seem like, was it the guy like, was he kind of aggressive? And he's like, man, is that going to be a problem if I don't get? And he's like, yeah, that's a problem. And then he walks off. How did that conversation go? I don't know, but he just blew his chance.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like there's more to the story. Like, if you would have had it from both angles, the other guy would have said he was super aggressive, and it was probably somewhere in the middle. But for wanting pizza because he doesn't eat chicken salad, like, first off, I want to know why he doesn't eat chicken salad. Like, and are we talking chicken salad? Like, you take a rotisserie chicken, you chop it up, you add some mayo, some mustard, and stuff like that, you put it on a sandwich? Or are you talking like a salad with grilled chicken on it?
That's a good question.
Because, see, people say chicken salad and they mean two different things sometimes. Because I'll go, hey, man, I really want some chicken salad. And they'll go, oh, cool. And they'll start buying spinach and greens. I'm like, no. I want to cook some chicken. I want to shred it up. And I want to throw a bunch of mayo and a bunch of mustard and stuff like that in it. So, I don't know. But I want to point out one thing. This coach talking about unprofessionalism and shit like that. Watch how this coach is sitting in the chair as a player walks in to address his coach. Look at this.
John Peterson.
Look at this right here. You're his head coach.
What's up, man? He just gave him the what's up, man, right
and not
before he
even
fires
that,
him.
but just the head coach sitting like this. Like, y'all can't even see me on camera barely. Like, head coach is sitting like this. How many head coaches in the NFL do you think are sitting like that? How many head coaches are sitting all the way back like this?
Yeah.
I'll let you watch Hard Knocks this season. You tell me how many times you see.
It's a bootleg ass Hard Knocks. First thing I thought about, I said, man, what are they trying to accomplish here? And this guy right here is going to be that strict. You know how hard it was to get an opportunity. Who we got subscribing?
Damn, Simons gave out 5 subscribes for people.
Simons, thank you. Come on down.
Skinny Money's out there giving out
Skinny
some
Money's
subs.
giving out things. Hey,
Simons, good lord, thank you guys.
Appreciate you guys. This is what's going to keep this shoot.
But yeah, don't get cut
going.
over a slice of pizza. Get out of here with that.
Chicken salad. What is it? Is it like tuna salad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just make it like tuna salad, only you make it with chicken.
I'm more of a fan of the cook the chicken and let's just put it on top of another salad.
On top of lettuce?
Yeah.
Okay. I like it too. I don't have any problem with that. I like it a lot. But sometimes I want like a chicken salad made with chicken instead of tuna.
You're right. No.
Yeah.
Y'all never, yeah. Man, hold up. Let's get to the next one. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate all the love. Everyone that's getting their subscription. Simon's passing out subscriptions. I feel that. Appreciate you guys. What up, Alex Villanueva?
Hold up, man.
Oh, man. What are we going to do with these crazies? A week ago, we saw Glue fan try to put herself glued to with Elmer's at that. After investigations, she tried to glue herself to the court, where this weekend we saw this.
Thank you for the 30 bits, Donna. All right, let's get to this.
Protester here, and I believe she's chained herself to the stanchion. She's chained herself to the stanchion.
Forget the glue. We're chaining. Chain gang.
But look how small that chain is.
Watch, let this roll out a little bit, and then right around the 1 minute mark. So supposedly she was around doing this. They thought she was like one of the ball people.
We've got a sleeper cell.
She hit it with a towel, and you'll see it around the 1 minute mark. A little bit after that, she's gonna take off the towel, and that's when everyone figures out like, what the hell is she doing?
Thank you for the bits, Joel.
Appreciate that.
I think it's metal.
Dog. So what do you think she did? Aaron just ran up there real quick and locked it in real quick, and then
No, she did this. They found it. I think they had found evidence. Like she had done this earlier in the game and was standing there and sitting in their chair the whole time. Like she waited until then to point it out. The fact that, oh, by the way, I'm chained here.
Police officers as security guards, they know how to break into stuff.
Let's go back to Torian Prince when he was shooting the free
Yeah,
throw.
look at her under the goal. Watch.
There she is.
Look, she takes off the towel. That's when it's exposed.
Got the towel on, and I think she was trying to look like maybe she was part of the ball crew.
There she goes. Womp.
And now they get the chain off.
Another
and
one
they're
bites the
carrying her
dust.
The people in Memphis have
Another
no
one
idea
bites
what's
the
going
dust.
on right now. And just to fill people in that don't know, there was a woman that
And if you're wondering what this is about, it's about those chickens. We're going back to those chickens. What the T-Wolves owner is
He owns it. He's a chicken farmer. He owns basically, I think, so what we have is Tyson Chicken down here. He owns his own version of that up in Minnesota.
He's a
So up in the
chicken
north,
murderer.
up in the Midwest. Well, he's got to save his
murderer.
crop.
The man's just trying to make a living.
Yeah.
These people are pissed because they're calling it a chicken massacre. What's going down with this owner? And you've seen in 1 week, you've seen two different weirdos. We're going to call these weirdos. A chain? I mean, it was clever that she said, screw the glue. That was too easy for them. Y'all going to have to start taking some shit apart to get me out of here.
Here's the fun part. We're going to protest this guy. He's a horrible person. Blah, blah. How do you think she got that ticket sitting courtside? How much do you think that courtside ticket cost?
Mm-hmm.
You go, guess whose pocket that went right into that you spent money on, dumbass?
And guess who's going to get in trouble? Someone's going to be like, all right, who was in charge of this section right here? Did no one see her rope off, like tie off?
So I had two different thoughts run through my head when I saw this. And tell me which one you would have rather watched them do as her punishment. Option A, snip that chain, and instead of dragging her out like that, drag her like a lion across the floor like a wild animal. Grab whatever that chain's attached to, you are getting 5-6 guys on it. They're going to pull her across the floor. She's going to get that hardwood burn on her back because her shirt's going to ride up. Everything. Drag her, make an example out of her. Or leave her chained there. Let the game finish. Let everybody clear out. And guess what? Turn off the lights. See what happens.
And just start putting videos on the
And the second she decides, I don't want to be in here, cool, you got a cop station. Like if she goes the entire game and they just don't get her on TV or anything like that, they make sure that, because they're good at those camera angles, you don't ever put her on a real camera angle, so you don't pay any attention to her. You ignore her like a child throwing a temper tantrum. And then the game's over, people start sweeping up and stuff like that. If she decides, I'm going to unhook myself now, I can go home, I made my point, then that's when the cop comes and goes, cool, you're under arrest.
Well, I'm going to need to talk to you.
If not, you guess what? You change yourself to that thing, you're going to stay there until you figure out how to get off of it.
I say we take her ass to the chicken massacre and chain her there and make her watch.
That would work
No!
too.
And that's,
let those chickens peck her to death. I don't care. Screw this, man.
Let's get to
Screw with
halftime.
people.
Let's do a little halftime here before we keep going with this Man Hold Up. It's a Man Hold Up Monday. Appreciate everyone that's been showing love today. Skinny Money's over there just what did Skinny Money run up on the lotto? Let me know.
I think
Hit me
so.
up. 281-522-6336 if you came up on the lotto. We need to talk. Either way, hit us up. I don't care. This is our takes, and it's a Monday, and you guys are trying to show up and show out. So we're going to keep entertaining you. This is halftime. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, Odd Squad, let's play some marbles. I'm not going to put y'all through that trivia 5-hour massacre right now. Some of y'all got to get back to work. It's earlier in the week. Cece's got a logger hour so she can get to the golf course early on Friday. All right. Castle Siege. Let's do it. Let's do it. Exclamation point, play in the chat. Get you a marble. This is new. I don't think we've ever seen this one. Let's see. Don's in there. Last call's in there. Virginia Buttonweed, you suck too. All right, y'all are getting in there. Exclamation point play in the chat. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. If you're not in the room, you're not next to your keyboard, run back there now. You got 30 seconds. Don't run with scissors. Chris, are you CC's caretaker now to let her know when she's in? 10 seconds to get in there. CC's got more vacation days than, like, shoot, Charlie Palillo had. All right, let's do this. Let's run some marbles. And there we go. This is a cool ass new track. Oh shit, they're firing fireballs at people. What the hell is this? B. Hannon's in first place. Hey, I'm in second place. Look at that. I kind of want to see my marble get smacked with one of those fireballs. That's pretty cool. Oh shit. Did I just? Oh no, close. We're gonna watch this way so we can see. Dude, this is awesome. B. Hannon's still in first. Uriel Villanueva's, oh, Cece's in second. There you go. B. Hannon's just chugging along, little engine that could. Uh-oh. Cece's picked up steam now and is off. It's like she got hit by one of those little meteor things and it shot her forward. Good lord. Is this like Game of Thrones? Oh, Virginia Buttonweed gone. I'm gonna guess that little thing hit you and knocked you off. Woo! I like this track. This is crazy. Cece's still out there. B. Hannon's in second, all the way back there. What the hell? Everybody's just stuck. Getting hit by these fireballs. Oh, and Cece actually got down to the... How are you going backwards now, Cece? What are you doing? Clue Patron's in second, starting to make ground. Cece, your marble's drunk. What are you doing? How are you... How'd your marble go the wrong way, Cece? Your drunk ass marble. Oh shit, I might win. Oh! Yes, we call this a come from behind victory. Suck it. Yours truly wins. CC, your marble heard something about pregame and was like, oh, okay. I'll just do it that way. Like, where'd your marble even go? There's 3 of y'all just sitting there. All right, there you go. There's some of them. Donna's in 10th place. Haha. Now we need the end of this race. Whoever's left on the track to hurry up. Oh, Cece, your marble just died. How the hell did that happen? I want a camera solely on that. Skinny Money, I'm already going to the Astros game on Wednesday, so I'm good. Although I thought about going down to the Lucky's pop-up tonight, but that's just going to spell trouble. I got too much stuff to do. Yeah, we'll talk about that after this. Woohoo, look at that. Winner, chicken dinner. Everybody can congratulate me and bring gifts next time. All right. Let's get back to that was fun. That was the craziest thing, watching CeCe's marble go backwards. Good Lord. All right. Let's get back to the show.
Welcome back. A hell of a marble race it was. Aaron comes from behind and toast everyone. I don't know what the hell that track was. I was watching it on my phone. I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
It was very Game of Thrones-esque with the fireballs and everything. I like it. I like the giant falling balls of whatever rock from the sky. But watching CeCe's marble just literally go in reverse up the track until she got killed off was interesting.
Reverse. All right, let's do this. Let's get this going again. Man, hold up. About 20 minutes left here, and then we're going to hand you off to Barry. So stick around. We'll raid Barry. If you don't know who he is, it's Barry on Deck is his show. A few deckheads are in here. If you like what we do, you're going to like what he does. It's pretty much the same flavor. It's the same sports and entertainment twist. So let's keep going. Man, hold up. Coke Hustle. Did you see this?
I did not, so I'm excited to figure out and kind of react to it fresh.
So
finally.
let's start right here. Being in media, you've been in the press box before, right? Obviously, you always do the stuff still with the U of H and whatnot. Usually, the media food's free. Well, somewhat, because the Rockets are charged.
So, being in press boxes, yeah. So, I haven't been in the Texans press box in a long time. But the press box I haven't been in for a Texans game. Of course, I was in there for the Battle of the Piney Woods last year and stuff like that. And the what game did we have? U of H versus Texas Tech, whatever they called that, the Lone Star Kickoff. But I haven't been in there for a Texans game anytime recently. I have been in the press box for the Astros game recently. I have been in the press box for a Rockets game recently. Well, Astros game recently, season ago, since this is the first home game. But yeah, at those, especially Rockets and Astros, you get in and there's a small fee. I think Rockets last time I went was $12.
Yeah.
And Astros I think is 12 or 14. And you give they have a little worker sitting there at the kitchen. And you give them their money, they give you a ticket, they write down your name, where your media pass is from, whether it's, ESPN or 790 or TV or ABC, whatever. And they write it down just to keep track, because they need to keep track of who's in the press box and who's actually going and eating, because they like to keep track of, well, we're giving out these press passes. We want to know people are using them. But also they need to plan out how much food they have and when they need to, jump up on food, when they need to pull back on food, because they don't want to over-prepare, because a lot of that food is fresh and it goes to the trash. So, yeah. But when you do that, Astros, Rockets, Texans never charge. I've never paid a press box fee at NRG. But
some places
anyways,
don't charge at
all three major teams. Dynamo I've had to pay.
Last time I went to Dynamo was free.
Last time I went to a Dynamo game, I had to pay.
It's funny you gave you last time I went to a Dynamo's game, they gave us a box of Frenchies.
Last time I went, I had to pay $8 and I got Fuddruckers. I was like,
I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad they gave us a Frenchies box, but it was like greasy. It was like a little. It wasn't even like the Frenchies box. It was like they put it in these little brown boxes. It's like they brought the family meal. Give me 800 pieces, and then someone sat there and just put them in these little boxes that weren't made for fried chicken. Straight up. Then here you go, nice and dressed up, trying to make sure you look decent. You want to be presentable, right? You might take a picture or two in the press box. Where you go, sitting down, you put that shit on your lap, and and then before you know it, now I can't take no pictures in the press box. Now I got what looks like, what.
So my point being, to make a long story even longer that I did, my bad. When you pay this at the Astros, Rockets, Dynamo, you don't have to pay at the Texans usually. It's all you can eat. all you can eat, all you can drink. None of them. Texans apparently used to serve booze. I don't think they do anymore in the press box. But Astros Rockets never serve booze.
Okay, here's a good one. The rodeo, when you go, they give you free sodas.
They give you if you have a press pass, you can get into the press box twice, I think, throughout the entire rodeo. But that also for like $5 or something like that, you can get a beer. But yeah, free drinks, free Cokes, free food, free buffet usually. Rockets and Astros have the best press box food I've ever seen because they're now owned by two billionaires who own a bunch of restaurants. So they have one of their top chef guys doing it. So
the story here, though, is...
Yeah, now let's get to the Marlins, who we know have been in, I'm not going to say financial woes, but you had Derek Jeter there. Derek Jeter said, F this, I'm out. You've had them cutting costs and never spending money. Go ahead now. Set this up.
Now, this man, Barry Jackson, off of Twitter, tweets that first, it was a two-part tweet. First tweet saying that he showed up and they're charging $3 a soda, something that used to be free. So he's like, what the hell? Well, that catches fire. Well, you know, if people aren't getting usually charged and they start charging, it made its way to management. Come to find out, the second tweet update, the drinks weren't supposed to be charging for. There was a rogue employee, basically one of the stadium employees, who just started charging on his own. That's where this story starts. So imagine you're just sitting there working and you're seeing media members go and get sodas for free. You take it upon yourself to say, man, I bet I could charge these fools $3 a soda. And they're not. So he started charging. He just started charging one employee after another. One media member. If you're in a hurry and you're real thirsty, you're like, really? You're like, man, just take the money. How many people are just carrying 3 ones? How many times did he get a 5? Probably like, man, just keep it.
I mean, he has to know he's fired. Like, you have to develop this plan and know that you're going to get found out day one. Like, you have to know you're fired.
His boy was stashing the dog.
I hope he had another job lined up. But I will say, I gave a little false pretense because at an Astros game, you can get, so in the Astros media kitchen, they have an actual buffet of fresh made food by one of the chefs who's in charge of Jim Crane's restaurants. They have that. But then they also have your staples. They have a big old popcorn machine. They have the hot dog rollers. They have an ice cream machine, and then they have the soda fountain. Those are all free. Popcorn, hot dogs, soda, and ice cream are free. So you can always just walk in there and go, "Hey man, I just need a Coke. I'm not eating. I just need a Coke." And they'll go, "Okay, cool. Let me see your press pass." Okay, cool. Go ahead. They don't care. But yeah, if you want to eat the real meal, if you want to eat the nice meal, and I've said on air before, nothing beats the Sunday morning brunch when you come in hungover to work a game. And you're in that because on Sundays with a 1 o'clock start time, press box opens at 11. They make brunch. They make chicken and waffles. They'll make a pancake stack. They'll do omelets. They'll do all kinds of fancy, fresh breakfast foods. And nothing is better than showing up hungover and walking into that kitchen with your $12 and going, and all of a sudden opening your eyes and seeing a mountain of bacon right there just waiting for you. But yeah, you don't charge for soda. This dude had to be fired. Where did he get this idea?
Oh, they said, yeah, he's done. He's done. I read into a little more.
But he had to know he was going to get fired from the second this popped into his head.
I just think it's so funny, though, because, I've been in press box, and just to figure that somebody's just going to post up next to it and just all of a sudden just say, hey, it's $3 now. And then you're looking around like there's no sign. So you just got to take it like, all right.
Yeah.
All right, man. How many people were like, no, I don't even have cash on me. Can I not get a soda?
Well, how many old heads were walking in and went and looked at that kid and went, the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? Do you even know who I am? I've been covering this team for 40 years.
One of those old heads was the one that went up to management real quick and said, who the hell's charging $3 for soda?
They didn't even go up. They probably have the GM's number or somebody, or the assistant GM in their phone and just text him and went, motherfucker, you charging me for Cokes now? They went, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you're buying it out in the stand. No, I'm in the press box, dude. Dude's here charging $3 for a soda in the press box. And they went, oh, hold on. We'll take care of this.
Crazy.
That's a Barry Warner type thing. That old man would have done that. Golly.
All right, let's get to the next one here. That was the Coke hustle. Tech difficulties, being in media and especially hearing that someone's that's really on the technical side and knows how to hook up shit and people rely on him for things to be going. That's why I called him whenever this was going. As soon as I got everything set up and I bought everything, I said, man, who do I need here? I said, I want to get somebody that's responsible with their stuff. Aaron. Well, check out this. How irresponsible is this on a telecast of this stature.
12 points for Towns, more than he's...
Ugh. The next video here, that's exactly what happened on live air, which you're like, okay, I mean, stuff happens. Then they had to start doing a live sound check.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's just bad.
1, 2, 3.
Someone's getting in trouble for this, right?
So when I saw this happen, and I saw even more people tweeting out the video and stuff like that, it started giving me like heart palpitations, because I hate when you're an audio guy or you're a technical person and that's your job is to make sure that shit runs smoothly. Nothing will scare the hell out of you more than something like that happening.
Your heart just
because
dropped.
then all of a sudden, now I will say the first video, the clicking and stuff like that, sometimes that happens. There are plenty of things you got to understand is when you build these big ass stadiums and these arenas, you're running cables everywhere. It's going inside the concrete. They're drilling out the concrete and putting a microphone connection. They're running that cable 500, 600, 700 feet from where it goes to where the headset for the guy who's doing it down on the floor plugs in. There are so many room for errors or one thing that goes bad that can screw up the whole thing. So I don't blame the audio guys. They tried to get it fixed. Now, I will say the producer, the director, whoever was in charge of the audio who said, all right, test it, and did this while the game was happening is an idiot. Because let's go back and let's look at how much time they were about to go to commercial break here in about 2 minutes.
1, 2.
You wait that time.
And even
You
less
have-
because they take a timeout usually
Yeah.
with a minute left
Yeah.
to straighten things out.
You've got the under two
beforehand.
timeout usually.
Yeah, it's coming right then and there. Somewhere it
So
comes.
you wait until they go to commercial break, and then while you've got commercials going, that's when you go, all right, let's test this. Let's get this going. You don't ever do it live on air.
And 3 times you had to do a count of 10. Now, that being said, this is on that side. This next mistake, and it was on the Astros telecast, this can be avoided. And this is what you call a hot mic. And that means that this can have been avoided.
Yeah, you better believe we're going to Crawford Bach the shit out of this thing.
Blummer.
Jeff Blum, the great, one of the voices of your Houston Astros here on
Play
Root
that one more
Sports.
time in case they didn't catch it. Check it out. On the Astros telecast, it's a hot mic.
Yeah, you better believe we're going to Crawford Bach the shit out of this thing.
We're gonna Crawford Bach the shit out of this thing, and
Hot mic.
I literally missed it. I had just flipped stations again because I was flipping back and forth between games and stuff like that, and I flipped back, and literally like 30 seconds later, people started tweeting out, and so then a couple minutes later, at the next commercial break, of course, Jeff Blum goes out and tweets out, "Sorry for the hot mic issue. I didn't mean, I didn't want everybody to hear that, blah, blah, blah." And I retweeted and I said, there is nothing you need to apologize for. That is between Crawford Bach the shit out of this and Bury Me in the H. Those are my 2 favorite themes of the entire season.
It goes to show you, though, that it gives you you feel like he's a real person, like he's just like anybody else, like it gives you that connection, because sometimes these guys on the mic, you don't know what they're off the mic. And sometimes you get a lot of these people on TV and on radio and media, you get them off the air and they're completely different than when on. You're like, man, that's a big ass front you're putting on. You're a real square off of air or off of TV behind a camera, whatever the case, But with this guy, he's that dude you want to sit there and Crawford Bach the shit out of beers with him.
Yeah.
That's that dude you want to hang with. That's that dude you're walking out of the game after you Crawford Bach some shit in the game. And you lose, and he's like, "Bury me in the H," and you're like, "I feel you, Blum." That's that guy.
And my question is, why wasn't the dump button hit? All these TV trucks, every radio truck, everybody
10
has
seconds.
a dump button.
At least 10
whether
seconds,
it's 10
right?
seconds, 8 seconds, depends. But there's a dump button. Why did somebody not hit it? Who didn't hit it?
Do you think they started maybe laughing like?
I don't think they were paying attention, honestly, because it happened so fast. I think when you're doing these jobs, there's a million things on your plate that you have to pay attention to. And you're trying to do everything at once, and it probably happened, and there might have been one person who heard it and looked up and went, guys, anybody hear that? And everybody else is just doing all their stuff and went, wait, what? And by that time, it registered. It's gone. Like, there's nothing you can do to pull that thing back from the broadcast. It's out there. So let it go. I mean,
Hot Mike is on somebody to drop it, paying attention, producer. Someone's got to be there to fix that. And first off, to not have the mic hot. So that mic shouldn't be live right then and there, basically. So,
and usually, I don't know. I haven't seen them on the road, and I got to remember last time I was in there for a TV, like when I walked into their TV booth one time. I'm pretty sure they have their own on-off switch.
I figured too, because I would want to have
because
my
they have
own.
a big box in TV that's about that big, and it's got buttons, and so you can talk to, like, if he goes, hey, like, you know, Todd Callis is talking about something like that, he can sit there and go, hey, I need you to get me Jose Siri's numbers against Ohtani from last year. I need that.
That being
Okay,
said, when he said that, could he have hit the button? Hey, drop that. Hey, drop
probably
that,
not,
drop
because
that.
it sounded like he didn't realize he was live. They came back probably
And
before
so-
he realized
you're
he was.
right.
I don't remember. I don't know
No,
the
you're
exact
right.
because again I missed it.
You're right.
I don't know the exact the thing. If they came back from commercial and they said, "All right, guys, 5, 2, go," and they just turned it on and let it go, and he said that, or if he thought he turned it off and he didn't turn it off and didn't look down in time to go, "Oh shit, that went out live."
I think that's something like that happened.
So I
yeah.
don't know.
There you have it, though. But it's good to hear that he's just a dude being dudes. How they say, bros being bros.
Not a damn thing that Blummer needs to apologize for. Let's go Crawford box the shit out of some beers tonight for the home opener.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna end every Friday show with that drop. We need to put that drop on.
I got to
our
get a
show.
cleaner version.
Yeah, we got to find a clean version. That's where we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
Let's get to this next man. Hold up, man. Hold up. Stop the show. Go ahead and click this. I couldn't. So remember the Travis Scott situation, right? Where they said, and I mean, happened to be here, obviously. So if you're from Houston, you obviously know. And if you're not, if you've been living under a rock, the concert that wasn't stopped, and there was kids that died, adults. There was multiple people that died and multiple injured. Either way, many people said that he could have stopped it whenever there's video of him being on top, and when everything goes down, he just keeps going. And some people say he could have stopped it. Well, here's Lil Durk. He's a big guy. His name's Lil Durk.
Who?
Oh, he's big time, brother.
I don't fucking know this kid.
Somebody passed out?
He thinks something happened.
She pissing. She peed. What the fuck? I heard everything. I ain't heard of that shit, man. I don't know what to do in this situation. That's why she peed.
He stops the concert because he thinks somebody passed out.
It depends on what type of pee it is, though. Did you piss because you see us up here, or you peed on some nasty shit?
See, so he
so
stops like,
passed out
man.
or fighting nothing, she peed. Just go to the back and clean yourself. That's all.
No, you got to leave the concert.
You gonna go back to it? Go clean yourself, man. That's all right.
It was a girl. He said ma at that point at the end because I was wondering the whole time, is this a man?
He said she.
Yeah, so it's like, bro, he stops the concert. He sees ruckus go down. Imagine if you just see a bunch of people just scatter and you're like, oh no, what happened? Let's stop the music. I can't have a Travis Scott situation. Or is she all right? And then all of a sudden they're like, no, she peed. And they're like, she peed? Yeah, she peed. What?
So first, props to Lil Durk. I don't know who he is, but good for him, because that's something an entertainer needs to do. I've been at plenty of shows where they don't stop it when stuff, like I've been at shows. There was a bar out 290 in Spring area that was just a giant garage, and we used to go to shows there in July in the heat, and all it would do was bake in, and people would pass out of heat exhaustion, and some bands would stop and go, we're not playing another note until you get the woman who passed out or the kid who passed out and you get them out to the ambulance. Or then there's ones who are just like, fuck it, just jump on him. Who gives a shit? Like, so props to him for stopping it, because he noticed there was a disturbance in the actual crowd and was like, hold up. We need to figure something out. At this point in time, it really becomes a stand-up comedy festival. It doesn't become a concert anymore. It becomes a comedy show, because at that point, I'm literally going, like, and this is me, I'm not a performer. And Barry might, I don't know if Barry's watching, he's probably getting ready. He's about to go live in about 20 minutes. I don't know if Barry would have done this if he were a rapper doing this, but then I would be like, hold on, walk her a little bit closer. I need to ask her some questions and start just grilling her and be like, why did you pee yourself?
And that was
Could
my
you not hold
question.
it? What do you think I'm that important that I'm worth peeing yourself in front of like
You don't want to lose your
50,000
spot.
people?
You don't want to lose your spot, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But so this is my thing. So what do you do as a concert attendee? You're sitting there, you're a little Dirk fan. All of a sudden, you're sitting right next to her. Say you're like the person next to her or close by. And all of a sudden, everyone starts spreading out. You look and you're like, nah, she peeing. But then
What if
whenever
they didn't
she's-
notice unless like she had like asparagus or something like that, and that's when somebody went, "The fuck is that?
Or
Why is there liquid on the floor? And why does it smell like piss?"
Or you step and you just, you're like, and you're like, oh,
Especially
no.
because hoes go to in freaking like flip flops and shit now.
And this was a long pee. I'm thinking if you had to resort to peeing here, that means she was holding it. And at one point she said, "You know what? I can't hold it any longer. I'm just gonna go right here." So my thing is, once it spread out, and then Lil Durk kept performing after this, somebody had to go and stand on top of that piss. They didn't just leave a circle out of the middle of the dance floor, right? So at one point the concert had to go on. So people were standing in piss at one point.
I mean, if you've ever been to a public men's bathroom, you're gonna stand in piss anyways. But it's the thought of standing in somebody else's in your bare feet or your flip flops or your heels or your sandals or whatever. Oh,
One time I went in this place called the Pink Monkey back in the day.
What the fuck?
Hey, I'm telling you right now that this thing was the restroom was piss. Like I had to go so bad, and I'll go in there and it's like.
I mean,
and
if
you're
you've
like,
been into a
"Man."
bathroom on Bourbon Street anytime after 4:00 in the afternoon,
Just piss.
you're just that's why I wear my boots on Bourbon Street. That's what it's
That's
for.
the worst, going into a restroom and it's just piss everywhere. Not even around the toilet. I'm talking about the whole thing. Like, man, did something overflow in here? But there you have it. Lil Durk stopped the concert for a church pisser. What we have here is the first video we'll get to is a UFC fighter this weekend that won his fight. But check it out who he gives a shout out to.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
I would love to thank my coaches and my brother Daniel Kinahan. Without him, I would never be the man who I am today and do my career to this point. Thanks a lot.
Usually I don't give this microphone back, but you grabbed it.
Well, he wins his fight like most fighters do. They give, shout outs to people that are big in their lives, their trainers. Laziz does just that after winning. But the guy, Daniel Kinahan, and I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, a week ago, he's an Irish mob boss. He's basically been a dude that's a trainer. He's been around the UFC world, the UFC universe, training a few people. But the U.S. government put a $5 million bounty on his head because that's how big of time he is supposed to be the head or the day-to-day guy for the activities of a huge crime mob, right? And then this guy wins a fight, and the first thing he does is go and gives him a shout-out. So then, really cool on this because usually media hides and they don't go into detail. Well, check it out. They let him have it post-fight, and they kept asking him.
Hi, Munir.
Hey, man.
I think the most important question is in your post-fight victory speech. You said if it wasn't for Daniel Kinahan, you wouldn't be here. Can you explain what you meant by that?
I mean, that man is a friend and advisor. He's the one when he picked me up when every time the life it kicked me down. He's a real man of his word, and he's the one who teach me what does it mean, a real family, a real friend, and
this guy's being charged for murders, cocaine trafficking.
Yeah, a mob guy taught you about family. I wonder.
Today and who I am.
But check this out.
Today.
Here goes the
he teach
lead
me
in
the
here.
Real manner. He teach me, how to be like responsible in my family, in my friend, in my close one. That's why I said that all the shout out and credit to him.
Are you aware that Daniel Kinahan this week was sanctioned by the US government because he, quote, sources large quantities of cocaine from South America?
No, I don't know that.
Okay, he was sanctioned on Monday by the US government. On Tuesday, there's a $5 million bounty on his head for information that might lead to his arrest.
What?
I think I'm here to entertain people, and I say I give the credit to.
He went, how much? Dana, you're only paying me $50,000 for the win, right? 50 grand? I know where he is. Hey, you said 5 million. 50 million? Wait, how much? Oh, I know where he is. I'll tell you right now.
Isn't that crazy, though? Yeah, look, right here. He's going to keep asking him. He's going to grill him about it. Check it out.
I mean,
that
deserve
reporter
credit.
wants the money.
I'm not involved in this kind of
You
stuff.
tell me,
I mean,
we'll
like,
split it. I promise.
I don't know about it, and I will investigate how it is and how it's go.
But by name dropping Daniel Kinahan, you're kind of legitimizing this figure in combat sports.
No, it's not. It's not. For me, it's simple thing. You know, it's friend outside the gym. You know, and just I meet him for advice and this.
A friend
and he helped
outside
me
the
through
gym?
my
You should have said a
career.
friend
So-
inside the gym, fool.
At a press conference in Dublin on Tuesday, police there said, for a message anyone in combat sports who continues to work with him, that they're, and I quote, involved in a criminal network. What do you say?
I don't, you know what I mean? I don't follow really this kind of news. I focus in the sport. I focus in my family. I focus and entertain people, and that's the most important, you know.
Okay, there's people online who think that you've undone your win by shouting out Daniel Kinahan. Well, why shout out Daniel Kinahan if he doesn't want to talk about Daniel Kinahan? There's people
Any
online.
other question, please?
Uh-oh. You
I've
see?
got no questions about this fight. I'm just interested in
There's
why
a
you're shouting
bounty.
out Daniel Kinahan.
If you can get me a question for my fight, please.
I've got no questions then.
So you see there, a man gave a shout out, a heartfelt shout out to somebody that was big in his life. And little did he know, by the way he's saying it, that he doesn't know. He's probably been in fight camp and all this. He probably hasn't checked in or has he? Who knows? But there's a $5 million bounty. The U.S. government's after this dude. I mean, you're talking about big time crime boss, and this fool shouts him out.
I mean, you've got to be. I'm not saying that every single mob boss is the worst person in the world. Nobody is 100% a saint, 100% an angel. Period. The end. Everybody's got some good. Everybody's got some bad. This guy could be a stone cold killer, a horrible person, does horrible things to people, but also provide guidance to a young man who needs it. That's possible. With that being said, you don't know he's one of the most wanted people in the fucking world that's hanging out with you?
In the world.
That you are running with. And then
in the
do
world,
you not immediately go, well, the U.S. put out a $5 million bounty on him. Do you not immediately start getting worried for your family because the fact that you pointed out the fact that you know him and you hang out with him?
I bet he just regrets everything at that moment. Like, why didn't anybody tell me? Why didn't anybody hit me up and tell me my boys is on the run? But there you have it.
I mean,
thought it was hilarious, man. Internet blew it up. You knew internet. I didn't know who the hell that guy was, to be honest.
And, I mean, the fighter, he's only had 2 fights in the UFC, I think. Like he's
a big
2-0.
moment. Big moment for him.
Yeah, he won by decision. Good for him. Like he hasn't gotten any, big money, big fights yet.
Oh no.
But you got to be smarter than that. You got to know if you're running around. Like somebody in your camp has to know, hey man, don't ever say this guy's name. I don't care what he's done for you in your past, whatever. Don't ever say that dude's name. Like, could you imagine Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl and goes out there and goes, you know what? I couldn't do anything in my career if I didn't have, I don't know.
Aaron Hernandez.
No, I'm trying to think of a good mob boss that's still around that you know of. Because, like, all the ones I know are dead. John Gotti and Al Capone and all that shit. But, like, okay, that would be like the White Sox winning the World Series back in the 20s and going, we couldn't have done this without Al Capone. Excuse me, what now? What?
Yeah.
Like, you got to be smarter than that. Come on, man.
And you got to be smarter than this. On the marble races, I hear the up arrow makes you jump a little bit. I hear the T is for turbo.
Stop lying to people.
I hear the G is for go. And that means we got to go. It's time to get out of here. Thank you for tuning in to Odd Takes. This was a Monday, a Man Hold Up Monday. We hope that you enjoyed it. Try to entertain you. And we hope that we just did that. Entertain you. Hopefully you can get to the second part of your work day. A few hours left. You're almost to the finish line. Don't risk it all. Risk it all on these marble races. I am Jerry Bow, and like always, I thank you so much for tuning in. I thank everyone, Skinny Money, everyone, Jared, everyone that, Donna, Crystal, everyone that sent bits, everyone that showed up, and everyone that hung out on YouTube as well. Even though it doesn't get crazy over there, you still show up and hang out, and that's why we show up. So now I got to show out, and I got to get out of here. I love y'all so much. I am Jerry Bow. Peace.
All right, Odd Squad, one more marble race, and then I'll hand you off to Barry. And he can do whatever the hell he wants with you with his hands. All right, let's see. Portal Purgatory. Yeah, good job with that one, Biggie. I had El Chapo in my head when I was thinking about it earlier while Jerry was talking, and I didn't think it through. El Chapo would have been the right thing. Yeah. All right. Exclamation point play in the chat. Let's race for some more bragging rights. Let's see if I can defend my title. I'm going to give you 60 seconds to get your marble in there. 60 seconds. Did I not get in there fast enough? Oh, I did. Aha. 6-0, and we'll race, and then I'll hand you off to Barry. Any of y'all going out to the Astros home opener, be safe, have fun, get the win. If you're going out to Lucky's or Kobo's or wherever you're going on down there in Edo, True Anomaly, Rodeo Goat, y'all be safe, have fun. I might see you at the Lucky's pop-up. We don't know. VB, I will ban you for saying I cheat. I do not cheat. I use every tool to my advantage. Just because I'm stealing signs doesn't mean I cheat. All right, 10 seconds and I'm hitting play. All right, let's do this. And everybody falls. Let's look at this. Look, this thing looks like. This is weird. It's called Portal Purgatory. I don't know what that means. Like, I know what purgatory means, but I don't know what the theme of this. It looks like a mad science lab. All right. Joel Hernandez out there in first. Last calls in second. You Suck 2's not far behind there. Wow, Joel Hernandez just flew through those. Ooh, let's see what happens to Jimenez. Oh, he gets through a portal and falls to another portal and another portal. What the hell is going on here? Oh, you just fall through portals over and over again? Wow. JG's out in first. Jerry's in second. What the hell? I don't even know how this happened. Another portal. You just end up in random ass portals over and over again. What the hell is this? This is awesome. Oh, Seamons is flying off. Oh, Virginia Buttonwheat. Ooh, fell through several portals. Look at that. Good job, BB. CC's falling through portals. Everybody. This is insane. I kind of like this. Over and over and over. Last call just got thrown. Chris Reyes just got thrown. Good Lord. Like, do you have to get... Cece's, oh, falling to her death. Biggie's falling to his death. What the hell? How do you win? This is insane. You hit the little... Oh, that's how... Oh, you just overshot it, JG. That's the problem. Is you got to get that running start and not hit those little things. And yeah, okay, it's a ramp-ish. If you hit it fast enough. Ooh, Jerry's gone flying, and Jerry's bye-bye. Off to his... Dre hits another portal. You suck. Let's see. Oh, Goldie's out there. And falling through another portal. You suck, fall through in the portal. Dre's in the portal. Oh, I missed. I'm gonna die. Oh, goodbye. Alright, who's next in the transfer portal? Somebody just fell. Joel Hernandez just fell and died in the transfer portal. Jimenez is in the transfer. Oh. Donna's still stuck in the transfer portal. I don't know how anybody wins this. Yeah, CC, I think you died. VB's just sitting there hanging out. Dre's going through it. I don't know if we're ever going to get a winner. I think it's just going to be last one standing. This is insane. Well, I'll get you guys to Barry eventually. He probably hadn't started yet anyways. Oh, Goldie got shot and then off the map. This is insane. I don't understand. Who designed this? This is why it's called Purgatory, get it? The longest race ever. There's only 16 seconds left, so... VB, Jimenez, Donna, Dre, somebody better fall off the map. Or something. No winner. Oh, shucks. We all lose. We all suck again. Look at that. Nobody gets bragging rights for tomorrow. All right, let's go raid Barry. The hell, that was crazy. Everybody loses because everybody sucks. All right, now let's go raid Barry. All right, we'll be back here at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Everybody enjoy Astros home opener, whether you're going or just watching from home. Bring your friends, your family, your enemies, everybody here tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and we will be back. Have a great Monday, everybody. Peace.
Thank you.